Hello and welcome to the National Real Estate Post here on a wonderful Friday. I have with me today a very special guest, a very good friend of mine, Carl White from the Marketing Animals and, of course, the Loan Officer Freedom podcast that we've been telling you guys about. And by the way, you can get that podcast for free. There's a banner you see on the screen here over on your right or on Facebook. There's a link up above, and Carl's constantly putting in fantastic interviews and great strategies and tips to help you just, bolster your business. So Carl is from the Tampa, Florida area, and of course, you all know what's going out there. But Carl, when he saw the storm coming, he just pulled up the stakes and said, "I'm out of here." So he took off and went to, where'd you go? Minneapolis.
I'm in a hotel room here in La Jolla, California.
Why not La Jolla? Yeah. Let's go there.
Well, I understood y'all had power. You had electric here. And,
we do. Yeah.
It never rains in Southern California, so here I am.
Well, I'm glad you got out safe, and I hope everything's okay back home. I know you haven't been there yet since it all went down, but you're going to get there soon. I hope all is well. So
yeah.
So Carl, today I wanted to chat with you because I think it's you had something on your heart and your mind that you kind of wanted to get out to everybody, and this pertains to both real estate agent and loan officer alike, especially in these times. And I wanted to get the word out on the show about this, and I think it's real timely. And basically, Carl, why don't I just hand this off to you and let them have it, and then I'll just chime in as you go along. But this is an interesting point, guys, and I think it's something we need to hear. We've heard it before, but we need to hear it again and again and again and again. And more importantly, we need to try and find a way to implement this. So go for it, Carl.
Yeah, I think the biggest thing for loan officers and real estate agents, and maybe any industry, is that we identify what are the areas in our business that brings in our business. Like what is that small sliver of activity that you as a loan officer or real estate agent do? What is that small sliver of activity that you do that actually brings in the new business?
Yeah.
And identifying what that activity is, and then just doing that activity more. But the problem, Frank, comes in is that many of us find ourselves doing all parts of the process of either loan getting, loan closing, or real estate showing or real estate listing, that we find ourselves doing all process of it, and we spend all of our time like putting out the fires on our current deals, that we don't go out and get new deals. And we get this roller coaster effect where we have a good month, bad month, good month, bad month, because we spend 1 month bringing in the new business, then we spend the next month closing that business, and the next month we go, gosh, we got nothing going on. And I found the secret to that is never stop the loan getting or the customer getting or the listing getting activity. But to do that, somebody's got to put out the fires, because we are in a reactive business. Those fires have to be put out. Like when there's issues come up with the inspection or the appraisal or
whatever,
can't get the bank statement, somebody's got to do that. And the secret that I have found is getting other people to help you put out the fires while you do nothing but, like in our case, loan officers, you do nothing but the loan getting activity, and have a team that'll help you do the other stuff. But the problem that comes with that is somehow it's been ingrained in our mind that nobody can put out the fires, nobody can answer the questions, nobody can update the real estate agent, nobody can update the title company but us. That all of our clients only, or all of our referral partners only want to talk to us. And what I have found is, Frank, they don't want to talk to you or me necessarily. They just want the answers. Like they don't want us to do everything. They just want it to close. They want it to close on time, and they want to know what's going on. And having excellent people, or an excellent person, start with one, an excellent person that help you with that process. They don't want to talk to me and you. They just want the money. They just want the answer. They just want to find out what's going on. And you and I don't have to be that person that's actually doing it. They just want the money. They just want it to close.
So the team approach is what we're talking about here. You're talking about it, and you're talking about, let's at least start with one. And I know a lot of times the objection there is, and I've lived this, as a branch manager operator for many years, is that the originator or the real estate agent just doesn't trust that person can do it as good, And I remember I was at one of your conferences a couple years back, well, probably more than that now, but you were saying, hey man, you got to look at it this way. Can that person do it 80% as good as you? And if I would say, well, yeah, that person could probably do it 80% as good as me, and then you said, well, 80%'s enough. It's good enough.
Yeah. Well, the interesting thing that happens is we say that, but in reality, we surround ourselves with an excellent people. Or let's say if you're already a loan officer, Frank, and you already have a team, me to join up with your team and become part of your team that's already in place. I don't have to go build a team. I'll align myself with a loan officer or real estate agency that already has that team in place. That's okay too. So A, you can build your own, or B, just plug into somebody that's already got it going on.
That's an interesting concept.
Yeah.
That's a good idea.
And what we find is when my sick brain tells me that I'm the only one that can do this and everybody else can only do it 80% as good, I often find out that these people do it not just as good as me, even better, and it's just getting high quality people to put into that position, and that when we have them doing that part, we can do more of the loan getting or the listing getting process and have an explosion in our business. The bottom line is, do you want 100% of a grape or 50% of a watermelon? Right? And that's really the bottom line of this. And that you can find good help to help you out with this stuff. Experienced help that you don't have to train.
Yeah, and one last thing before we sign off, and this is great points. I appreciate you being here and sharing it. But another thing that, and we had talked about this before we started the show, but another thing is when I was running branches, I was always a producing manager. And my last stint at that was probably the best loan origination experience I ever had. And I had, of course, we had the processing team with the company, but I had a personal assistant, and this gal, Carl, was awesome. And the thing about her that really made me feel better, or that calmed me down a little bit, is I did worry about, well, I think my people want to hear from me, though. They don't want to hear from somebody else. They want to hear from me. I started the process, and they really want to hear from me. They're going to get put off if they don't hear directly from me. And the little secret that I had that worked so great was I just made sure my assistant, I said, every time you speak to one of my clients, you start with and/or end with, Frank wanted me to give you a call and tell you this is what we need. Or if they had some sort of question, it was, and even if she was the one who was going to get the answer, she'd go, no problem, I'll check with Frank. We'll get back to you. And then when she got back to you, hey, Frank wanted me to give you a call back. We found the answer. This is what Frank wanted me to let you know.
Frank wanted me to call and give you an update. Frank wanted me to ask you when that third page of the bank statement could come in. Frank, and in their mind, you're the one that actually did it. And frankly, what I found out though, Frank, they don't want to talk to us. They want the answer. They want the money. They want it to close. Nobody feels put off if it's taken. Nobody wants to wait on you to get the answer. They want the answer now. And if you're out getting more business, you're not the one that can be there to answer all the questions. Don't make people wait. Move them to the front of the line, which is what everybody wants. Get the answer now. It doesn't have to come on from your lips. It just has to be accurate information, and they want it now. Don't make your clients wait. Nobody wants to wait. Everybody, myself included, wants to move to the front of the line.
Yeah, I liked it. We'll close with this too. Was you said interesting. It's like, you shouldn't think that you're the only person in the world that can possibly do this, because there's been a whole lot more people in this business before you ever got here that are doing it. There's going to be a whole lot more people in the future when you're done with this business that are doing it. You're not the only person that can handle these situations.
Dude, I totally agree 100%, Frank. And that's the secret sauce, is learning to let go and surrounding yourself with, starting with one person, somebody that already knows how to do it, and helping you get to the goal line. The bottom line is, when people want to give you money, which as a loan officer, as a real estate agent, that's the bottom line here.
Right.
Make it easy for people to give you money. Don't make them wait.
Got it. It's good. Well, Carl, for people to reach out to you, to ask you some questions, what's the best way for them to get through to you?
Well, you can do one of two things. Of course, our podcast, which we're proud of and had you as a guest, is loanofficerfreedom.com. Mm-hmm. And if you want to just ask us about building a team or who to hire first or anything like that, you can go to loanofficerstrategycall.com, loanofficerstrategycall.com, and we'll get on the phone and map out how we do this process.
All right, we'll put that link up above as well if you're on Facebook, or we'll put it down below if you're watching us on the website. With that, I'm going to sign off. You guys have a great day. Forward, share, and subscribe. We'll catch you guys later here at the National Real Estate Post. We'll see you, Carl. Thanks.
Thank you, Frank. And brother, I really appreciate what you and Brian do, man. You guys are outrageous, and I really, really appreciate what you bring to the industry, man. Nobody like you guys. Thank you.
Same to you, bro. See you guys.